Welcome to the Explainer. Today we're tackling something that I think can be really intimidating, staring at a massive price list from a liquor store. So our goal? We're going to take that wall of text and turn it into your own personal blueprint for building the perfect home bar.
And our source material for this whole adventure is the 100-bottle Cellar. We are literally digging through their entire catalog, everything from your daily sippers to those top-shelf, break-in-case of emergency treasures, all to find the best deals and the absolute must-have bottles.
So let me ask you this. Have you ever been in a store? You're just staring at a huge wall of bottles, and your brain just shorts out. It's that feeling of choice paralysis, and that's exactly what we're here to fix today.
Yeah, our mission today is actually pretty simple. We are taking that chaotic, endless scroll of names and numbers and turning it into a clear, straightforward plan. By the time we're done here, you're going to have a real strategy to build a collection that is perfect for you, no matter what your budget looks like.
Okay, let's kick things off with Section 1, Building Your Foundation Bar. Every great home bar has to start with a solid foundation. These are the real workhorses, the essential spirits that are going to be the base for dozens and dozens of classic cocktails. So we're going to focus on 4 key building blocks. You'll want a really clean, versatile vodka, a classic botanical gin for those gin and tonics, a solid go-to rum for any kind of tropical drink, and a nice, approachable whiskey. Just to show you how this all works, we're going to zoom in on finding a great value whiskey.
Okay, let's talk accessible whiskey. This table right here shows some fantastic entry-level blended Scotch options. And just look at those prices. You really don't have to break the bank to get a full liter of some pretty decent whiskey. And for a little context, 55,000 Ugandan shillings is about $15 US. Not bad at all. And this right here, this is the key takeaway. For just 55,000 Ugandan shillings, again, that's about 15 bucks. You get a full 1-liter bottle of High Commissioner. That is your foundation. I mean, what an incredible value to get your bar started.
All right, let's shift gears and move on to our second section, for the love of wine. The world of wine can feel so complex, right? But honestly, it just boils down to what you like to drink. So let's break it down real simple.
So one of the first big questions with red wine is usually dry or sweet. And here's an easy way to think about it. A dry red, like the 4 cousins you see here, is going to be fantastic with food. Think steak or a rich pasta. A sweet red, on the other hand, is usually a bit fruitier, and it's perfect for just sipping by itself. The main thing to remember, there's no wrong answer here. Just different wines for different moments.
And you absolutely do not need to spend a fortune to start exploring. Here are 3 awesome options right from the list, and they're all under 60,000 shillings. We're talking less than $20. You've got the super affordable 4 Cousins, a classic Merlot, and a little spicier Shiraz. Honestly, any one of these would be a fantastic starting point. Okay, so our foundation is set, the wine rack is starting to fill up. Now for Section 3, time to celebrate. Let's talk about bubbles and how you can get them for every single budget.
I mean, is there any sound more universally known for celebration than the pop of a cork? But here's the thing. Making a moment special doesn't always have to mean shelling out for expensive champagne. And here is the proof. Just look at these fantastic sparkling wine options. You can grab a bottle of J.P. Chenet for just 57,000 UJEX or get a classic zoning Prosecco. These are absolute perfect for turning a normal Friday night into something a little special, and all without that big champagne price tag. And then there's the other end of the spectrum. For those truly once-in-a-lifetime moments, you've got bottles like Dom Perignon, which will set you back over 1 million shillings. Whoa! Suddenly those everyday sparklers are looking pretty good, aren't they?
Speaking of the high end, let's dive into Section 4, the top shelf selections. So when you see that really high price tag on a premium spirit, what are you actually paying for? Well, it often comes down to one single crucial factor: time.
Let's just look at one brand, Chivas Regal, to see how this works. The 12-year-old? That's an accessible luxury. But then you jump to the 18-year-old, and look at that, the price more than doubles. By the time you get to a 25-year-old whiskey, that's a quarter of a century sitting in a cask, you're looking at a 1 million shilling bottle.
So what you're really buying isn't just a drink. It's years and years of craftsmanship. It's the liquid that literally evaporated from the barrel over time. It's patience. It's really a story of age and investment, all captured in that one single bottle.
This slide just captures the whole spectrum so perfectly. On one end, you have a simple Corona beer for 15,000 shillings. And on the complete other end, a total showstopper, the Hennessy XO Cognac for 1.3 million. It just goes to show you how one cellar can serve absolutely every taste and every single budget.
Wow, so we've gone from the absolute basic essentials all the way to the big blowout bottles. For our final section, let's bring this all home and put it together into a simple blueprint that you can use to build your own perfect cellar.
All right, here it is, your simple 4-step blueprint. First, build that solid foundation with your essential spirits. Second, choose wines that you actually enjoy drinking. Forget all the stuffy rules. Third, always have an affordable bottle of bubbly chilling for those spontaneous celebrations. And finally, when the moment feels right, go ahead and invest in that one special, top-shelf bottle you've been eyeing.
You know, we started this whole thing with a really confusing price list, and we've managed to turn it into a clear strategy. You now have the tools to look at any shelf of bottles and build a collection that is perfectly and uniquely yours. The choice isn't overwhelming anymore, it's empowering.
Which, of course, brings us to our final question. Now that you're armed with this guide, just think about it for a second. What is going to be the very first bottle that you choose to start your new collection?